back to a very special programme on this, in fact, we're in the month of July 2007, and a huge world event happening in Millstreet. It's the FICC Rally, the World Caravanning Camping Rally, which is here in Millstreet. We're here at the monument in the square in Millstreet, the National Monument, and we're here to welcome you to a very special programme. We have had special access to the FICC Rally venue itself down in Green Glens and Rishan, and of course we had some wonderful footage recorded on the day of the opening parade. This we're going to share with you also. Now, we're also going to whet your appetite for our coming season, so later in the programme we're going to show you what's going to be upcoming in the autumn schedule. But we're going to begin our programme not at the FICC venue itself, but in fact we're going to move over here to O'Leary Family Butchers, and we're going to meet with Jerry Pat O'Leary. Hello, Jerry. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well altogether. Jerry, you're in a very special programme tonight. This is the programme about the FICC Rally. And of course, you've been very much involved in that, Jerry.
Yes, I've kind of liaised with the people from the rallies since September of last year, just trying to organise from this end what's going to be happening. It's going to be a huge event for the town, and we're all looking forward to it.
And of course, we have just noticed the wonderful welcoming signs on the approach roads on the 4 different parts of Millstreet.
Well, yeah, the people, when they came to us the first day last September, they never asked us for an awful lot. They're coming to town with 3,500 to 4,000 people, which is great for me as a business person in town. So we decided we'd welcome them when they were coming to town. So we got these 4 signs for the 4 entrance roads to town put up.
Excellent. So business during the event is huge.
Hopefully it will be amazing, yeah. 10 years ago they were here, it was fantastic. There's twice as many people here this time, so yes, it will be amazing.
Well, now, Jerry, you have a different project on hand that's going to take place after the rally itself. Please tell us about it. You, in fact, have a poster to tell us all about it, first of all.
Yes, Sean. I'm going to Africa, to South Africa in November for a week.
We'll have a look at the poster here for a moment. Great, Alter.
It's it's a part of the 9 Million Trust. It's builders that go out into Africa, to South Africa, building houses in the shantytown areas of Cape Town. And he's been doing it for about 5 years, this guy, 9 Million, and this year he's hoping to build 100 houses in a week. And there's 1,000 people going out as volunteers for this project. Now, people wonder, what am I doing, a butcher building houses? But the breakdown of people is that there's 3/4 of them, 75% are going to be tradespeople, carpenters, plasterers, block layers, the lot. And then 25% will be fellas like myself, labourers, helping them. And so I'm going doing it for a week. And that's what I'm here talking about today, is because we're trying to raise money. I must raise €5,000 to go, and half the money goes towards getting there and accommodation, and the other half goes towards the building fund.
And of course, Jerry, this receives huge actually advertising situations in relation to the media. We've seen this on Nationwide and so on.
Yeah, it has been on Nationwide, and I think Pat Kenny had this 9 Million on as well. So yes, it's a very high profile. A couple of celebrities will be going out there as well now. You'll be wondering what are they doing there, but they all add to the profile of the whole event.
Yes, it's promoting the actual project itself.
Yes, that's right, exactly. So I suppose being in business myself, it's not the easiest thing to do, to go out and ask people for money. So what we hope to do, my staff here that work with me came up with the idea of climbing Caravanning. So I have present staff, people that are working with me at the moment, and some of my ex-staff, people who used to work with me before, ex-transition year students that used to work with me in the shop during the summers. And there's between 14 and 20 of us climbing Caravanning on the 12th of August. And I have sponsorship cards out, yes. And I'm hoping that...
Looking at this sponsorship card at the moment there now.
Yeah, so, and we're going to raise money through sponsorship of climbing Caravanning. So that's basically it. That's my story.
Well, I must say, we have to wish you every success. It's a wonderful project, and to think there's a great photograph here on the poster showing this is from this to this. In other words, from a very basic, inadequate house to a very, very excellent house.
Well, yes. Now the houses compared to Irish standard wouldn't be the same, but they're a concrete built home. They're a block-built home, and they have sewerage, they have sanitation, which they don't have at the moment. They're living in what we all know as shanty towns, which is a pretty horrid way to live. And going from what that is to what these people hope to build for them it'll be a huge improvement for these people. So
Jerry, you're totally fit and all your staff are fit to climb this most amazing. Is this actually a photograph of Caravanning Hill?
correct. Yes, it is. But as far as being fit, Sean, I've started training in the quiet, unknown to anyone, because I'm only afraid that I won't. The rest of them will make it, but I won't. So hopefully I'll get a bit of training in before I head up.
Well, I think this man is being very modest indeed, because this man has been hugely significant in the Cork team and to an All-Ireland level. Isn't this right, Jerry?
Well, a long time ago, Sean, yeah.
So this man is extremely fit, and all we can say, Jerry, is that every good wish with this excellent project. And again, just to remind our viewers how they can actually participate in helping you here.
Well, we're climbing on the 12th of August. We have Caravanning. I have sponsorship cards out. All the lads that are going climbing with me will have a card. So if people see the cards around, they might put some money on for sponsorship, and I'd really, really appreciate it, as would the fund.
Great. And we'll have to meet Jerry when he comes back from Cape Town, because, my goodness, he's going to have some stories to tell. And be sure to take a camera with you, Jerry.
I sure will. All right, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Jerry Pat O'Leary there, giving us a great insight into a major and wonderfully worthy project that's going to be taking place later on in the year. And now, we're going to go right over, still not over to the FICC rally. We're actually going to meet Eilidh Buckley, and Eilidh is going to be in a bus. But she's doing something rather unusual this time when she's driving the bus.
Well, I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to back a bus through 10 towns in the area on the 25th of August. I'm going to try it, and with the help of God, I will achieve it. And it isn't an easy task. I'm after leaving go the wheel of the bus now for some years. But I believe in LTV2, and I would chance anything to raise funds for it. I think that it is important for the local people, for the rural people of Ireland, to have such a station, and that's why I'm putting out all the stops on the 25th of August, and I'm looking for your support in doing so.
What time will we be leaving Millstreet?
Oh, I don't know.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning. All those details are to be filled in yet.
And now, Eilidh, you're about to give us an illustration with the bus that is just about to be brought by William Fitzgerald, who's bringing a special bus, and you're going to just whet our appetite.
That's right. Just give you a little look to see what it's like to reverse a bus.
So let's go to that bus just now.
And of course there will be sponsorships cards being circulated from now on, and I hope you'll give us your support for LTV.
And now we're down here at Millstreet railway station. We can see that the train is just coming in at this particular point, but we're going to go from trains to buses. And in fact, inside in this bus at the moment, of course, is our very own Eilidh, and Willie Fitzgerald is also helping. Eilidh, tell us why you're here.
I'm here now to back this bus through 10 towns in North Cork for LTV2. The towns we're going through are Millstreet, Radcool, Bantier, Kanturk, Newmarket, Boherbue, Kishkame, Ballydesmond, Knocknagree and Rathmore. So we're going to do all that now with the help of all the crew from LTV2 on August the 25th, in aid of LTV2.
And you have a co-pilot.
I have indeed, and I've been nowhere without my co-pilot, the trusty Willie Fitzgerald.
That's excellent. So now Eilidh is going to illustrate, and all the cars passing at this point, Eilidh is about to illustrate the backing of this very special bus here for LTV2 Millstreet. And so Eilidh, are you ready?
Back away.
Here goes. Look at this, absolutely no trouble. And our cameraman Sean Murphy, what do you think of Eilidh backing the bus?
No bother to her, I'd say. You better go in and see how she's feeling at the moment.
We'll have to check it out. Look at this, an excellent a wonderful display here by Eilidh. Now, Eilidh, do you feel utterly confident?
Well, with the help of God. With the help of God.
The help of Willie Fitzgerald.
The help of Willie Fitzgerald, and it's very bad to get too cocky about these things. It is always better to be that little bit apprehensive. Then you won't get too swell-headed about your own capability.
Willie Fitzgerald, what do you think of that amazing bus driver?
Yeah, I'd say she hasn't lost nothing down through the years.